Hey everybody, how you doing? Super excited about this video today. I've been waiting to shoot this stuff for a long time. Today with me I have Inceptor ARX rounds, and these are in 45 ACP. What's cool about this stuff, these are 118 grain bullets in 45 ACP. Yeah, 118 grain bullets in 45 ACP. What that means is they can go a lot faster. These are supposed to be going over 1,300 feet per second. When we talk about 45 ACP, I don't care what you're shooting, ball ammo, defense ammo, hollow point, jacketed hollow point, it doesn't matter. Pretty much everything you pick up at the store is going to be 800, 900 feet per second. This 45 ACP is supposed to be 1,300 feet per second. So it's cold weather season, which means not very much sunlight, which means you can't run chronographs. So while the sun's up a little bit today, I ran outside here with the chronograph, grabbed the Inceptor ammo. I'm gonna shoot this up against some standard 230 grain ammo. Big thanks to my buddy at Peak Firearms, Brandon, who sent us in this ball ammo for us to shoot. A big thanks to you, Brandon. But got two 45s out here today. I'm gonna do some shooting with the 230 grain ball ammo just for a control group. Then we're gonna run through this Inceptor ammo, see if it's going up to 1,300 feet per second. I'm super excited to have some 45 ACP rounds on my hands, booking it that fast. To me, that's absolutely insane. Looking forward to shooting this a whole lot here. But enough yapping, I'm gonna turn on the chrono, do some shooting with the ball ammo first, then get to the Inceptor and we'll see what happens. I've got two 45s with me. This is a Glock 21. Gotta bring the Glock out for all you Glock fanboys when we're shooting 45. Then I also have a high point JHP. These suckers both, whoops, dropped a bullet there. These both have about the same length barrel. Gotta shoot the high points and the Glocks. There's fans of both of them out there. So let's get to shooting before the sun goes down and we can't use this stinking chronograph. First, what I'm gonna do, 5 shots with the Glock and the ball ammo, then 5 shots with the Glock and the Inceptors, see what kind of numbers we get on the chronograph. Should be pretty cool. All right, here we go. 5 rounds of 230 grain ball ammo, Glock 21. I would expect most of these to read around 900 feet per second, but I'll see what happens. 5 shots in a row here. $779, even less. 787. 782. 759. 763. So good thing about that ball ammo is it was consistent, but you can see all of those shots were within the 700 feet per second range. Let's load up those Inceptors and see what kind of speed we can get out of those babies. If these end up doubling the speed of that ball ammo, that's going to be absolutely ridiculous. I cannot even imagine a 45 ACP round going that fast. But we're about to find out on the same chrono there. There's 5 loaded in the Glock here. Oh man, I'm excited. Can you tell? Let's see what happens with these. 5 shots, the same gun. $12.40, so that's at least 500 more than the average of the others. That's booking it. $12.49, so far ammo's pretty consistent. $12.08, a little bit less on that one. $12.49. And then the final shot, $12.08. So just right there, those Inceptor rounds are roughly 500 feet per second faster. That's an incredible speed for 45 ACP. I tell you what, let's do the same thing with the high point. There's a lot of high point lovers out there. There's a lot of Glock lovers out there. A lot of haters of both of them. Let's load it up and see what we get out of the high point. Should be pretty close. All right, here we go now. 5 rounds of that 230 grain out of the high point 45. Remember, out of the Glock, all 5 shots with this ball ammo were in the 700 feet per second range, so see what happens here. I'd expect the same. Error, didn't read. 749. 776. Definitely different shooting this with that big slide going back in your hand. 786. I think 786 might have been the fastest out of that ball ammo, but still within the 700 range. Let's go load up 5 Inceptors, shoot them out of the high point. All right, same thing. 5 of those Inceptor ARX rounds. Shoot them out of the high point. See what kind of numbers we get. Remember the Glock, they were all in the 1200 range. 1282. 1253. 1283. 1238. 1222. So kind of the same story, all out of this pistol within the 1200 range. While we're out here at the range with this ammo, I saw I had a water jug left over from a different video. You guys know I like to catch bullets in water jugs, but I figured why not try out some of this ARX ammo and blow up that jug. So I'm gonna turn on the high-speed camera, see what it looks like. Hopefully turns out to be pretty cool. I definitely saw the lid fly sky high off that sucker. That was a whole lot of fun. You guys saw the results on the chronograph. Long story short, this Inceptor 118 grain 45 ACP preferred defense ammo was running roughly 500 feet per second faster than your average 230 grain ammo, at least out of these two 45s right here. And I make a lot of cracks against Glock lovers and high point lovers. I'm not necessarily a lover of either. I just love guns. But in all seriousness, 118 grain bullets, I wanted to check and make sure that it would run in different types of guns, and it did. Didn't have one problem. Haven't had any problems out of that ammo. But super, super cool. Normally, you think, let me go get the biggest bullet I can find. Well, this is the smallest 45 ACP bullet that I've ever fired. Super, super looking forward to testing this out in a bunch more videos. But like I said, you saw the results today. We shot a 45 ACP, some of those almost going 1,300 feet per second, which in my mind is absolutely ridiculous. And when you get a bullet that just looks that cool, that makes it all the more fun. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. I had a whole lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Put down in the comments down below any and all ideas you have for us to shoot this Inceptor ARX ammo. I already have about 10 different ideas in my head, and I'm trying to prioritize which one to do next. But hope you enjoyed the video. Big shout out and a big thanks to Heavy Metal Guns and Outdoors. Everybody go check out their channel if you haven't seen them already. Don't forget to subscribe to the WHOTEEWHO channel. We'll see you on the next one. WHOTEEWHO!